Yo guys, this is Reinhardt. This video is going to be about the target calling, but first of all I will be giving away 1 hour lesson for a lucky winner, and in order to be eligible for the lesson you will have to be liking this videos, making a comment why you actually would like to have a lesson, and of course be subscribed to my channel. So this is my cheesy way of getting some subscribers, rar. But first of all, I would like to give a call out to Victor Cook, the person who bought a lesson from me and the one who is sponsoring the other lesson for a lucky winner. Thank you very much, guys. If somebody wants to sponsor those lessons and do a donate to a poor broke Russian fund, information is going to be in the description below, or if you are interested in the private lessons. Anyway, enough of that. Now let's get into actual guide. Really quick before we get started, this video actually gonna have a lot of PowerPoint presentation and no gameplay at all, because it's a guide video. So in that sense, if you really wanna just play this video in the background and play some games, play some WoW, you can totally do that, guys. Anyway, but I do have some bullet points that you might actually pay attention from time to time and maybe just scroll out. Anyway, let's get started right now. So in this video we're gonna be talking about who, what, when, where, why, and we're gonna be talking about the proper vocals. I mean, how you can actually be calling out and be assertive without breaking your freaking throat. We're gonna talk about growing some balls, like elemental balls, cajones, my friends. And we're also gonna be talking about directing the kills and crowd controllability, because this is stuff that's been completely overlooked, but the top rated DKs do utilize that to their max potential. So let's get started first of all with the number one. So for the who, where, when, why, whoa, so many questions. Answer is gonna be DK class is probably the best target caller. Why? Because the grip is probably one of the best gap closing mechanics, switch mechanics known in the game. Who are the second best target callers? Are gonna be the other melee. It's the ones who gonna have a low cooldown interrupts. They have a plethora of stuns, high sustained damage, and they need to be on the target. Think about it this way: you have to be connecting with your melee on the same target, and melee not always can be on the target that the range it will be sitting at. The next one goes to actually a single target caster DPS plus the hunters in there. And basically what I'm talking about here is very simple, my friends, is actually the frost mages, the casters that do shit tons of upfront single target damage. They don't have to spam AoE. And last but not least, the loser of the target calling classes are going to be the dot classes, the boomkins, the shadow priests. Yes, I think boomkins are dot classes. Yes, shadow priests are dot classes, and yes, god yes, affliction locks here as well. The reason why I think that the dot classes are the worst target callers in the game, because they rely on multi-dotting. They have to be targeting at different targets and multi-dotting the living crap out of them. And even though they have a good amount of crowd control abilities, the bad problem about it is that if anybody's trying to assist them when they're calling out targets, they will not be able to multi-dot. Or the people who are clicking the assist macro usually will be assisting the other target that they're not calling out, but they are multi-dotting it. So there you go for who, what, when, where, why type of thing. So for the proper vocals, my friends, brand, I'm just kidding, please don't listen to me singing. But for the proper vocals, it's actually a very important thing. First of all, you need to be loud and clear. You have to be very assertive, you have to be confident, because if you're not gonna be confident and assertive, nobody would like to follow your target. So with that said, we're gonna go to the next section. We're gonna be calling grow some balls, and I'll take that under very clear microscope loop considerations, where I'm gonna be talking about how to fucking grow your balls, because that's what a lot of target callings are missing right now. The biggest thing, actually, my friends. Well, now the class spec and name. When you calling out targets, you should be like, get on this holy paladin. His name is potato number 1. You literally have to like, get on potato number 1 holy paladin, get on potato holy paladin number 1. Guys, I'm fucking shoving my necrotics down this paladin's throat. He's a potato number 1. Assist me, make yourself memorable, make sure you call out the spec, the name, and the class, so people will be basically more drawn towards your target calling. People tunnel vision, my friend. No shit, it is true. So whenever you can actually grab their attention with whatever you're saying, and you can actually force the freaking them to assist you, guess what's gonna happen then? Yep, they will be assisting you and you will be seeing those kills. The next one for the vocals: foresee the kills, be the kills, repeat yourself, because people in general are retarded. So foresee the kills, my friends. You see the target is getting lower, you have a soul reported if you unholy decay. If you frost decay, you have that juicy obliterate crit. Guess what happens? You might get a kill. When you foreseeing the kills, you are starting to act a little bit different. Like you're looking for interrupts, you're looking for strangulates, you're looking for what your team can actually do at the same time to help you with the kills. So you need to foresee the kills, you need to foresee when the enemy healer or a DPS gonna croak, and you gonna sort of like portray that picture towards the rest of your rated battleground group so they can see it along with you at the same time. And repeat yourself, because multiple times. I swear to God, this is the most irritating thing to do when you're being a target caller. You would be saying, get on this holy paladin, his name is Potato 1. The 5 seconds after, people are gonna be asking, so who we're on? Start calling targets. And it's like, dude, I just call out targets, fucking pay attention. No, you're actually gonna have to be repeating yourself almost all the time. And this is the portion that actually kind of very dear to me, because a lot of target callers suffer from having a syndrome of having a small penis. I'm sorry, it's not derogative to any girls out there at all whatsoever. It's just I have seen a couple really good girl target callers, but I think just in general some target callers or new beginning target callers, whether it's a girl or a guy, they usually suffer from a huge syndrome of having a small penis. Both of them, because the fact is they like being very mellow, very shy, very nice, and that is not what a good target caller should be like. So the very first thing is grow some balls, shut people up. I had last week I was helping out my guild, 2K MMR group. There was a bunch of rank 1 multi-gladiators. Okay, I was like the lowest gladiator count player there, to be honest. And there was one, this rogue started calling targets over me. And he was calling out the most stupidest target you can ever imagine. I told him to shut the fuck up. He's like, who are you talking to? I'm like, you shut the fuck up and let me do my job. Or if you don't want it, just kick me out of this group. I'm gonna leave right now. Or you're gonna shut the fuck up. He's like, okay. So I pretty much told the rank 1 to shut the fuck up, because I knew better what I was doing when it comes to target calling than him. When I took over again, because he tried to take over me, when I took over again, we actually saw some kills. And then call out for not assisting when you look at the battleground targets add-ons, and I'm gonna show you a few add-ons too and nifty tricks at the end of this video. When you're looking at the add-ons, basically what I want you to actually look in there is on the battlegrounds add-on is how many people assisting you on the target. And if it's not many people assisting you, guess what? Let them know that. And last thing is, you are the target caller. You need to be any inch of mobility that you could possibly have. So you need the spells, you need the heals, you need to push in onto the enemy healers in order to croak them like crackers. And if healers fail, if the whole group fails to push in with you, if your healers fail to heal, if you feel healers fail to dispel, let them know, because usually target callers are the ones who's gonna be shut down as well, who gonna be switched on and pooped on very often, especially the target callers who push it onto the enemy healers. But it's a big risk, big reward, because decay sitting on the healers will croak the enemy team very fast, just like that. First of all, as a target caller, you need to understand a few things. First of all, the best kill targets are usually gonna be the healers. Why? Because when you're training them, they're not healing yourself, they're trying to juke. Your team is gonna be much easier for them to put a CC on them. And just in general, healers croak very fast. The best kill healers are Resto Shaman, Holy Paladin, Disc Priest, and then the rest of them, which is Resto Druid and Monk. Resto Druid and Monks being the sturdiest of the healers, and Resto Shaman, Holy Paladin, Disc Priest are gonna be the squishiest, starting with the Resto Shaman. Now the reason why everybody gonna say, oh god, the Paladin has a fucking bubble. Yes, he does have a fucking bubble, but guess what? that bubble can be dispelled 1 and the second after the bubble for 5 minutes. H parties are gonna croak like motherfuckers. And the disc freeze is also pretty squishy because they don't have any outs. These healers the kill targets that I just called out, they don't have any outs. They have to stand there and take damage. That is the biggest thing. The biggest thing when it comes to calling out targets is make sure you're calling the target that does not have a lot of outs, that your people can connect. It takes a few seconds for all of you to connect, and that target usually tries to get away from you, especially if the DK switches to it, because they know everybody else is gonna switch to it. So with that said, what I'm trying to say here is the best kill targets are the ones who do not have the most mobility or the best outs. Now when it comes to DPS, calling out for DPS, we have basically DK, Lux, Shaman, DPS, Boomkins, Warriors, and everything else. Basically what I'm trying to portray here is the combination of the reset buttons and the get away from the fight. So let's say I really don't like killing mages in the beginning. Going through their 2 ice blocks, and they can just turn around and blink into their healers and basically escape a good portion of the damage. This is the reason why I hate getting on the mages. Honestly, I like getting on DKs when it comes to other DPS. Shamans and Boomkins are my favorite because they're gonna take a lot of damage, even though the Boomkins can shapeshift. Warriors DPS are also pretty squish, but they do have a heroic leap, intervene, and they do have shield wall, which is actually very strong in RBGs. Not the die by the sword, by the way, the shield wall, the shield volley. The reason why, because die by the sword is still dying to a freaking spell damage, and in RBGs most of the time we have a lot of spell damage going on. So that it comes for basically kill targets. Now let's go over the freaking mistakes of a target caller. And mistakes are the following. The first one is filter defensive cooldowns, and god, I hate target callers for that. Okay, this is very abstract. This is something that nobody ever said in any other guide, and this is something that I want you to stay close to me, because this is the major mistake of a lot of target callers. When somebody calls out a mage, and then a decay, and then a lock, and then a boomkin, and a mage, and then a shadow priest, guess what happens? When you switch to mage, he blocks. When you switch to priest, he basically disperses. When you switch to decay, he messes, and then he switches back to mage. Mage has another block. Basically what they're doing is they're not accomplishing anything. They're just filtering the defensive cooldowns of the team. Trust me, it's bad, it's horrible. You are not in the defensive stripping business, my friends. You're in the killing potato business, and please kill the fucking potatoes for me. So basically get on the enemy healers, get on the targets that if they blow out one cooldown, they will be further have to just stay there and take a lot of damage. Okay, this kind of makes sense. Please, I'm begging you, do not filter to defensive cooldowns, because that is the biggest mistake of a DKs. I mean target callers. And the second biggest would be not getting enough on the healers, not training enough the healers, especially that goes for melee. Melee are meant to kill healers. That's my partake. I like to kill healers. I kill the fucking healers. When I started playing this game, when I was playing the other game, and it worked out pretty well for me so far. So I would advise you to kill the freaking healers as well. The reason why is when the healer is kiting you, your group's AoE damage sinks in mostly because he is not healing. If I had actually made a blog about it on Anouk, about the backloaded damage and the beauty of it. And that's the main reason. The another reason is for your group it's easy to control the healer that you're on via silences, deep freeze stuns, and everybody can call out those. And the last portion about this guide, because it's getting awfully long. You are a target caller, but if you can also assume the role of a crowd control calling out target, crowd control caller, there you go. your team is gonna love you for that. Okay, this is what I'm doing. This is what my actual call out, like that. I'm training the shaman, guys. The shaman is dying. He's taking a lot of damage, guys. Rest the shaman. Get on the rest of shaman. He's at 50% HP. Control the paladin. Control the rest of druid. We're gonna get a kill on the shaman. Guys, come on, guys. Control the paladin, and then they call out the target. Okay, cool, nice, perfect, man. Good, good. Follow up with the other CC. Cyclone him. Cyclone him. I'm strangulating the shaman. Okay, he's gonna die here. Nice, he's dead. Good job, guys. Let's go on to the next target. This is me when it comes to calling out targets. I am basically not very mellow, nice person when I call out targets. I'm right in your face, very aggressive, and a lot of people love me for that. A few people that hate me for that, and I really could give two shits, man. I think that's my take, that's my model of a really good target caller. Now, whether you like it or not, it is up to you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did. Link and comments below, and if you're interested in the giveaway, please come like this video, subscribe to my channel, and let me know in the comments why would you like to have a personal lesson. Thanks everybody for watching, my friends, and до свидания.